Hi friends, thank you for joining me today. So we are going to be working on Anna Griffin, the Shutter card dies. This is a very quick card to put together other than decorating. So let's go ahead and get started. So everything you need is here, except your paper, of course. Now, Anna also went above and beyond and blessed us with a belly band. I'm going to show you two ways to use that. So for your main card, you're going to need to take the largest die, which is your actual gatefold die, which is another blessing because we don't have to do any scoring if we want to make a gatefold card, and we also have decorative layer to go with that. So you're going to need to cut out one of those, and then you're going to need to cut out two of these, and these are going to be for your shutter. You're also going to need one of these, and then this is decorative, and then this is your belly band for the front of your card. I have already cut mine out, so we are going to do a Christmas themed. So I have my gatefold here. I have my two shutters here, and then I have this one here where we play peekaboo, and then I cut out two decorative layers. I also have my belly band, but we'll work on that later. Now what you'll want to do is, these have score lines right here, if you can see, for the tab. You're going to glue this on top, but staying away from that tab. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I am going to use, you can use glue, or you can run it through your Xyron. I'm actually going to use dotted tape, and I usually use Tombow. If I have something that has like all of this intricacy and I do not want to use my Xyron, or I do not want to use glue, for the longest time I have always used dot adhesive, and I love it, and it works and it sticks. So just for some of you guys, if you don't have a Xyron, or if you don't want to use glue, if your glue seeps out on your project that you're trying to create, then you would just take a wet wipe while the glue is wet and wipe that up. Okay, so I'm just going to run that. The only thing with this is that the tiny pieces, you do have to be careful if you have like very intricate pieces, because obviously this is sticky and it can rip. So I'm just going to line this up, staying away from my score line because that's going to be folded, and I'm just going to glue this on. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And then once you do that, you want to go ahead and fold your two score lines. All right, so you're going to take your two shutters, and you're going to fold them back on your score line, and make sure you burnish your score line. So I'm just folding these back and give it a good burnish. And do the same to the side. And you do not have to use the decorative layers. You can use something else if you have, or you can just leave it plain if you would prefer for your paper or your design to show. Okay, so we folded these, but now I'm actually going to unfold them, and I'll show you why in a minute. And this just helps when we adhere this. Now we have our gatefold. Okay, so these have two score lines, one to the right and one to the left. So you're just going to go ahead and fold those along the line, give it a good burnish, come to this side and do the same thing. And this kit is such a blessing because, I mean, come on, I got a gatefold card, I have a shutter card, I have a belly band. Like, I'm so in love. Okay, and then now we have our peekaboo here. So for this one, what I wanted to show you is that when you cut this out, obviously you need something to go behind. So whether that is your sentiment or decoration or whatever your surprise is behind the shutter, this piece that drops out, save it, because you can use it, you know, in other projects. Or if it's like has white on one side or pink or whatever, you can actually use this to go under it as your sentiment. So you can stamp it with your have a beautiful day, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, whatever. So save that piece and you can stamp your sentiment on there. If you have the fantastic flips, I believe these are the same size and they will work as well. So if you have the dies or the fantastic flip sentiments. Okay, so then for this one we have 2 score lines, one here on this end and then one on the other end. So just fold that in along your score line, and then we are going to be ready to put this together. So to put this together, we are going to need to put some adhesive on each side. So I'm just using a tape runner, and just make sure you can use wet glue. Just make sure you use a strong adhesive, and you can use this, or I also have this double-sided tape that I use from Dollar Tree. So you can use that. That works as well. So we're going to take that, and we're just going to, for the moment, just adhere it to the bottom, if you can see. So we're just going to adhere it to the bottom for the moment. Do not adhere the top quite yet. And you're just going to try to center it, okay? So try to get it right the first time, because I know sometimes your tape is not forgiving. Okay, so that's centered. And then we'll just flip it over. And then now what we're going to do is we need to put adhesive along here and here. So for that, I could still use this, but I just want to show you that, you know, this works too. Don't sleep on the Dollar Tree. Like, a lot of their craft items are like fantastic. Fantastic. So this is double-sided tape, and just put some on this one and that one. And this card can be used for any occasion, and I love it. I think my favorite about it is the belly band, actually, because I never have to make a belly band again. I can just run it through my die cutting machine. So then we'll just peel off our strip to access our adhesive, run it through. Okay, so then now you're going to bring, now this is important, so pay attention to this. So you have to make sure like this lines up to your score line. So just place it, and then you're going to take this one. Your tab has to go to the left. This left tab goes to the left side of the card. This right tab goes to the right side. So you just kind of place it up against the score line, and you just hold it together, line it up and hold it together, and then you just bring that down like that, and then bring this one down like that. Okay, and then now you can take this and flip it and glue it. But I want to go ahead and add my my little surprise. So my little surprise is going to be Santa Claus. It's not going to be an actual like sentiment. It's going to be Santa Claus. He's going to be my little surprise. So you're going to close it up, and then you open, and there's Santa. Okay, so I'm gonna you can adhere him later, but I want to go ahead and do that first. So this is one of Anna's stickers from her the mini snow globe stickers. So I'm gonna do it. But what I'm gonna do, since I'm noticing now that he's kind of blending in with the green paper, I'm gonna put white paper behind him. So let me grab some of that, and I'll be right back. So I just took a white sheet of paper, just cut it and just put it here. No one's gonna see it, so it's not perfectly cut, but that's going to give a little bit of background to Santa. And like I said, this came from Anna's mini snow globe stickers. So yeah, so what you would do is just place him where you want him. Yeah, I'm just gonna move him down a little. Make sure you're happy with it. And when you are, we're going to go ahead and adhere this piece. So if you can see the top here, all you're going to do is fold that in. Fold that, tuck that under, and your tape should still be there, okay? So just push it down and then fold it. And then that's pretty much it. You have your shutter. So then when you open it, there's Santa. Oh, I think he's up a little too high. So then you can still access your decorations through this way, because this is large enough. Okay. Okay, there we go. So close, and open. Okay, and then now you can decorate all around. You can decorate your fronts. So I'm going to do a little bit of decorating and I'll be right back so we can do the belly band. So I didn't do much decorating other than the 2 panels on the front, and how I did that was the 2 original shutter tabs. I took that and just cut the tab off here. So that's my front. And then the inside, I just put a sentiment and some candy canes and a little bow. And the reason why I didn't do much decorating is because the paper is screaming Christmas. We have sweaters and spruce and snow globes. There's Christmas bulbs, mistletoe, hot chocolate, candy canes, presents. So I really wanted the paper to do, you know, it would show up. So I didn't want to interfere with that. But I did put this together for my belly band. So I just took one of Anna's trees from her Christmas box and some presents and just kind of glued them together. And I am going to make a belly band. We'll use this as the decoration for my belly band. So the belly band is this here, and you will need 2 pieces. So I have cut out 2 pieces in white, and you can do this belly band. You can have 2 sizes. So the first size, it has 2 score lines on each side. So one here and one here. And what you would do is just take these and glue them together. It's that simple. And this would be, it will come out, I'm not going to glue it because I'm going to show you. So you would just glue them together, the flaps together, and it would be wide like this. And you can make it wider. It'll stretch as needed. But since my card is not that dimensional, I need to make this belly band a little thinner. So how you achieve that is you cut off one of the tabs here. And we would just glue this piece to that tab, and then you will do the same. So you'll cut off another tab and glue that piece, and it'll actually make it thinner. Okay, so I'll just cut the tabs off of this one and glue that, and then cut the tab off of that one. So you'll cut the tab off of one of each, not the same. So one off of each one. Okay, and it doesn't matter which one. So you see I have 2 tabs and 2 bottoms with no tab. So then you'll take the tab and connect this piece to that, and then connect this piece to that, and you have your thinner belly band. So what I'm going to do is use glue for that, wet glue, and this will be the perfect size. So that's the tab, and this is the side with no tab. Just line it up and lay that on, and then go to the other side and put your adhesive on this part where the tab is, and then bring this over and close it. Okay, so then you'll just let that dry, and then once it's dry, you can just use it or decorate it. So while it's drying, I am going to place this over top of it for a little bit of decoration. So I'm pretty much just gonna like glue that here. You can glue it in the middle, you can glue it down here, you can do it right here, however you want it. I'm going to do it in the middle. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of tape, and I sometimes go back and forth between tape, between liquid adhesive, so your personal preference. So I'm just using tape for that, and I'm just going to adhere that to the belly band. I have another card that I would like to show you. All right, so you just take your belly band and place it on like that, and now we have a cute belly band. Now this is probably not all the way dry because it is wet glue, so I'm going to attempt to slide this over my card. If not, you just pretty much need to let it dry. So you take your card, open your belly band, and just slide your card And there you go. So there you have your card. So that's my card. Take it open and reveal Santa. So that is the Anna Griffin shutter card. Let me also show you another card that I made. Love the belly band, and you don't have to use the belly band only for this card. So this belly band will work with your 5x7s. It should work if you, like I said, if you need it for the fat cards, it should work. Just don't cut off your tabs, okay? So your belly band should work with all of your 5x7 cards, as well as your dimensional cards. Just do not cut off your tabs. So I made this one here, and this is extravagant, I know, but it's beautiful. It's Asian themed, and this is actually my belly band. And then here's my card. So open it up, and there we go. So this paper came in our Create package. So yeah, that's where this Asian themed paper and little beautiful blossoms and cherry blossoms and the pagoda. So that's my other card. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in another video. And if you have not subscribed, please do, so that you don't miss a video when I upload. Hit the notification bell. And I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see you. Bye.